All right, shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm say Kahlan La Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Zakat Kodash, the one so our pastor, the great Muslim. He said, attention to the Lord's elect. So, it's a misconception out there, as the people see us as rough, hard on the women. They look at us as if we have some type of hatred towards the woman, which we hate the wickedness and the rebellious nature that they've become. But nobody loves the women more than we do. So, for you true women out there, we get on women a lot, more than anybody out there. But at the end of the day, we love them. All right. At the end of the day, you honorable, good women out there, man. Applause for you, man. Your sacrifices and all that you do don't go unnoticed, man. Like Kill said, man, that's that song right there. That's one of his best songs ever. Really sparked this right here, man, because that's the spirit, Because when a woman loves, she loves for real, we need our women, even though a lot of them are gone, those of you that actually been with brothers, actually helping hold down the fort, even though may not even be on the forefront. The Lord's looking at your sacrifice, man. All right, like for instance, I speak for myself. Like my woman, for instance, the spirit. She helped me a lot, through the spirit. You know, she's done a good deal for me, Even though obviously shit ain't perfect, but nothing's gonna be perfect on this side. At the end of the day, they're the weaker vessel, but she's done much for me, through the spirit. And the Lord will give you, something you could deal with, and actually more than what you thought, that you was gonna have on this side, But it's a beautiful thing, And the Lord's gonna reward a lot of these women that been, holding down the fort for you brothers out there, So gotta give you honorable women some appreciation, man, Okay, because we're not just here to, get on you, and cuss you out, tell you ain't shit, At the end of the day, you're valuable. The Most High made you, princess, daughter of Zion, So, a lot of you help a lot, through the spirit. You're pillars of rest for brothers. You know, you're actually helpers to the ministry. So, you know, gotta give you your flowers, man. Those of you that's right, those of you that's, in silence, in the spirit, those of you that's actually in line, in order, if you will, um, to the best of your ability, you're examining yourselves and, you're doing the right thing. You know, that's to be commended, man. Most High is going to be with you. In them troubled times, trouble filled times. The Lord's gonna protect you in your house, man. He's gonna give you a righteous man too. The Lord gonna give you a righteous man. You know, a godly woman is given to a godly man. So there's misconceptions out there about us, the prophets, or the Israelites. We just hate women, and nobody loves the woman more than we do. We just that's why nobody's as hard on her as we are. All right, just like the Most High, He said He chastised those who He loves. So same thing applies to us and our women. All right. Now this is Psalms 45:1, it says, "My heart is entitled a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made, touching the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. Thou art fairer than the children of men. Grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore, the Most High hath blessed thee forever. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with the glory and thy majesty. And in thy majesty ride prosperously because of truth and meekness and righteousness, and thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things. Thine arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O Most High, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Thy love is righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, the Most High, thy God, hath anointed thee with oil of gladness above thy fellows." Above thy fellows. It says, "All thy garments smell of myrrh and oils and cassia, and out of the ivory palaces whereby they made thee glad. King's daughters were amongst thy honorable women." King's daughters, the ninth verse is the point. King's daughters were amongst thy honorable women. Upon thy right hand did stand the queen and gold of Ophir. All right. It says, "Hearken, O daughter, and consider and incline thy ear, and forget also thy own people and thy father's house. So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty, for he is thy Lord. Worship thou him." So it says, 13th verse, "The king's daughter is glorious within, her clothing is wrought of gold. She shall be brought unto the king in raiment of nettlework, and the virgins, her companions that follow her, shall be brought unto thee. With gladness and rejoicing that shall be brought, and they shall enter into the king's palaces. Instead of thy fathers shall be thy children, whom thou mayest make the princes in the earth. And I'll make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the people be praise thee forever and ever." All right, so honorable king's daughters were amongst thy honorable women. All right, so the Lord's raising up, honorable women to be with his honorable men to deal, favorably with his. All right. So the things that y'all do out there, man, it doesn't go unnoticed. All right. Um, and sometimes you might feel like, oh, did nobody give a damn about me or whatever. I'm not important or this and that. Well, you have your importance, man. Most High, Most High gave you a role. Most High, and the Most High is gonna give you, just like He's gonna give us our rewards. For playing our part. The Lord's gonna give you yours for playing your part. The Lord's gonna make y'all young again, beautiful forever. He's gonna give you back everything He took from you. You know, He's gonna give you back the ability to have many children. Much joy. Gonna give you back your looks. Even though I'm not saying that that you don't have looks on this side, but the Lord said He stained their beauty. He took away their beauty. Isaiah the third chapter. In a lot of the cases, they struggle with a lot of problems. They got all these different physical problems. They have these. Some can't have kids. Some can't grow their hair like that. You know, they got different problems. Fibroids, this, that. So all kind of shit that the Lord's gonna wipe away all them diseases, man. The woman's plagued with the disease, of the mind. You know, so he gonna take away that enmity from between us and them. You know, so you women gonna be rewarded, man. Gonna have eternal beauty. You ain't have to wear makeup. You ain't have to worry about getting big. You know, when you ain't gonna be worried about none of that. You ain't have to cook a dish a day in your life. You don't have to wash up nothing, do no laundry, do nothing. Right now, you may have to do that for your husband. You may have to do that. You may get tired of it. Oh, this is slavery. This is slavery, man. You know, it's all right. Some of you do it willingly. You know, those of you that serve. You know, and the Most High is going to recompense you, man. You know, take care of your house. Scripture tell you, a wise woman build her house. A foolish woman, a foolish hoe, she destroy it with her hands, tear it down with her hands, man. So those of you out there, those of you that fit the description, who we truly do appreciate it, man. Through the spirit, Like I said, but it's my taste. You know, I could do this work, by myself. I've been doing this work, without no women. But it is a help. It is a big time help when you got your woman with you. You got your women with you. They cook for you. They make sure you're all right. Um, Shit ain't always perfect, but we're in captivity, so we understand that. And and the Lord, he blesses you. He blesses us and bless you. He'll put one of us in your life like that. He'll put it in your life like that, like that. He'll put a righteous man up in there for you. He'll take care of you, man. As long as you abide the right way, as long as you show yourself, an honorable woman, a woman that's that's virtuous, man. But yeah, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate you, and it doesn't go unnoticed. The Most High sees it, and the Most High, takes account of this. You know. So, this particular sin, is about this, because you deserve your flowers. Those of you that's doing the right thing, man. Because the majority of them hoes ain't right, and it's a miracle to see, a woman that's actually decently put together and fear the Lord and actually in the right spirit. That's a damn miracle in and of itself. So yeah, that's that, man. Like Kel said, man, we're not women, man. Yeah, that one Christmas album, man. That's one of his underrated albums. You know, yeah, all them songs on there, Love Letter, um, Music Must Be a Lady. Those are all one those are all underrated classics of Kells, man. You know, the music must be a lady. Yeah, that's a banger right there, man. But those are spiritual songs right there, man. And also Psalms 45 and verse 9, it says, King's daughters were amongst thy honorable women, and upon thy right hand did the queen in gold stand in the gold of Ophir. All right. So the scriptures speak about 3rd John, the first chapter. It says, the first verse, the elder unto the well beloved guys, whom I love in the truth. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prospers. For I rejoice greatly when I heard that the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. For I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in the truth. Beloved, thou doest faithfully whatsoever thou doest to the brethren and to strangers. It says, this is where I take it. This is 3rd John, the first chapter of 1st John. No, it's not 1st John, 3rd John. Matter of fact, let me find it. It says to the well, but I think that's the same chapter, but I can scroll down. The lady. That's the 2nd John 1:1. My bad. It says the elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, and not only I, but also they that have known the truth. For the truth's sake, which is dwelleth in us and shall be in us forever. Grace be with you, mercy and peace from the Most High, the Father, from the Lord Yahushua, and the Son of the Father in truth and in love. For I rejoice greatly that I have found of thy children walking in truth, as we have received a commandment from the Father. That's right. So the elect lady, it's a very few and far between number, of women out there that was the foremothers, man. You got the forefathers, then you got the foremothers. The women that was dealing with Abraham and them, the daughters of Sarah. You know, these are um these are honorable women, the chief women. All right. The majority of these women are nasty street hoes. But you got the scripture speak about the chief woman, the honorable chief woman. And that would be You women that's in the truth, holding down the fort for these brothers behind the scenes, all right, not out there in the forefront, running your mouth like a demon, you know, trying to usurp the man's authority, but being in subjection, as scriptures tell you, in subjection to your husband, and to your men. The Lord's gonna reward such women, man. The Lord's gonna take care of such women. Just like He's gonna take care of us, He's gonna take care of them. We gonna be saved, and the Most High gonna save them through us. Through their righteous sacrifice, which is them dealing right with you brothers out there, man. Taking care of business for you. That's a beautiful thing. And even if they don't live with you or whatever, it may still be a comfort to you in other ways. You might not see them every day, but they may be a comfort to you. The Lord's gonna reward them type of women because those are spirits that was created to comfort you, you brothers out there, man. You know. All right. So, from time to time, you gotta use balance. So, we don't always just curse you out. We don't always just curse you out and get on you, man. Okay. Sometimes you gotta give credit what credit is due. So y'all deserve y'all credit, man. You know, because I just put myself in their shoes. If I put myself in their shoes, the majority of them, this is their damn world. So for them to humble down, and get with y'all brothers, that's a rare thing. That's not something that that a regular woman's gonna do. She's not gonna submit to the rule of this truth and you know be over there speaking to you brothers the way that they do. You know, like the easiest thing for her to do is be a demon. You know, she'll be rewarded for that on this side. She got too much freedom. But for those of them that's not in that spirit, man, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. All right. And it says in Acts 13th chapter speaks about the devout and honorable women, you know, which that's the thing. Okay. Acts 13 verse 48. And when the Gentiles heard this, they were glad. They were glad and glorified the word of the Lord. And the word of the Lord, and as many were ordained to eternal life believed. And the word of the Lord was published throughout all the region. But the Jews stirred up the devout and honorable women and the chief man of the city, and raised persecution against Paul and Barnabas and expelled them from the coast. And they shook the dust off their feet against them and came out to Iconium. And the disciples were filled with joy in the Holy Spirit. Right. So there was devout, honorable women. All right, back then. Which there's still devout, honorable women to this day. Everybody comes back, which is few and far between. But when that exists, when you see that, that's a precious thing. Scripts say, who can find a virtuous woman price above rubies? So brothers have virtuous women, which, yes, they're not gonna be perfect because nobody's perfect. Not even us. We're not perfect yet, even though the Lord did say, that your spirit is perfect, but you're not perfect. You still make mistakes, so her, how much more her? So that's why, when you deal with her, you must have patience with her, you know. But the Lord has given us, honorable women. The Lord has given us women that's different, that's built different. They're them scallywag holes in the world. So they deserve a little round of applause from time to time, man, for doing what they do, because they could easily just do the opposite. So you have to commend that. You have to give credit where it is due. All right. And the Most High is seeing all this, man. It says Acts 17 and verse 10, and the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea, and coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews, and they were more noble than those of Thessalonica. and that they received the word with readiness of mind, searched the scripture daily, whether that was so. Therefore, many of them believed also the honorable women, which were Jews, also like it, which were Greeks, and of men not a few. All right. So when Paul and them came, you had honorable women that believed, you know, as well as the men, Now, yes, of course, their faith not gonna be the same, but they still believed as uh as Paul and them came to Berea, these different cities, they found honorable women, in all the places where they went. All right, women that helped them. All right, women that were set up to believe, set up to be part of his ministry. They were part of that elect lady. They read about in John the first chapter, the first verse. You know what I mean? So we do appreciate y'all, man. Those of you that's right. Those of you that's right, because the men of the Lord are not moles, and the men of the Lord are not woman haters. We just have to be hard on these women because of the way that this world is, and Jake has a bunch of frustration built up in him. So you see, sometimes they get a little overboard with you. Sometimes they talk too much about the woman, which becomes unedifying at the end of the day. It's not. We're not here to constantly be making videos about the woman. The woman is not our priority to yell and scream at her. You know what I mean? All day long. But you know, that there is a time and place for that. But even myself, you don't see me doing too many lessons on a woman like that no more, because you grow out of that. There's only so much you can say. After at a certain point, you get you know. But we're not worried about them demons no more. Like that. We just worried about the righteous. So this is why we commend y'all. The spirit is on brothers you know to get away from that spirit. If you noticed, the spirit's not on that really no more like that. That there was a time for that, but now it's like it's bigger fish to fry now. Now we're not. You don't see so many lessons going up about the women like that no more, because that's already a page that's been turned. And that's not really edifying like that no more, man. We understand that the woman ain't right. Okay, this gospel is for the man. And those of you that are right on this, or trying to, you will follow suit. But Acts 17:12, it says, therefore many of them believed also of honorable women, which were Greeks, of men not a few. All right. Okay, so like for instance, Tabitha, which was raised from the dead, she will be back here today, being one of these armed women that's in there holding down the fort, man. Behind the scenes. Hey, the ones that's behind the scenes, very important, all right, for any production. This is the Lord's movie script, if you will, and you got, if you watch any movie, you're gonna have people in the background. People that's you got the main characters in this movie. The main characters would be the prophets. You know, they would be like the lead actor role. You know, and then the director is like the Most High, the executive producer is like Yahweh Shai. Then you got the prophets, which play the roles of like the lead man, like Brad Pitt or something. The lead man would be the prophets, but then the supporting or the makeup people or the costume designers and all that. They make your garments. They sit there and send you garments and stuff. They make the little drawings for you. You know, they send you money. They do this. They do that. They cook for you. Take them. They make your breakfast and all that. Make sure your clothes are all right. These are what you call secondary roles. But that's all the people that you see on the credits. All these names that you see pop up. VFX effector, effect guy, this person, that person. Those are like the women behind the scenes that make sure everything's good. Like your mama and your dad. like you know, whatever the case may be. They could also be supporting characters to this movie. You know, right? The family, you know, didn't get in the way of the ministry. You know, thank them too. You know, because they help brothers. You know, for a time. I remember there was a time I was staying with my dad and them. You know, and you know, they never really got involved in my work. They never really they didn't interfere. You know, so I thank them for that too. You know, um, you know they understood. They, they, they understood what I was doing. You know, even though they may not have agreed, but you know that's why the scriptures tell you if your woman is fit to dwell with you, then deal with her. You know, deal with her accordingly because sometimes you know the Lord's not dealing with these people. You know, the Lord might be dealing with you, but as long as they play their role, they do the right thing and help you on your journey. You know, they'll be taken care of too. Don't the scriptures say if you give a cup of cold water to the prophet, you will indeed receive a prophet's reward? So these people are giving a cup of cold water, man. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle, you know, somebody help you stay at their house, you know, because you know the man of the Lord, the scriptures tell you that Yahweh Shai had no place to lay his head. I mean, he wasn't a rich dude. He didn't have an established career. You know, just like us, we ain't you know we're not rich dudes and shit. You know, we ain't walk around this motherfucker with 4 cars and 12 houses and shit where we could just now sometimes brother, you know, a brother might have to stay with his woman or something. You know, brother might have to stay with his family. Brother might have to stay. You know, that's how it goes. You know, so you know, these people that help you brothers out there, man, they're gonna be taken care of, man. You know, these women stay loyal to you brothers out there, man. You know, they remain faithful. You know, and they do as they supposed to. You know, the Lord's not gonna ignore such things, bro. The Lord's gonna remember. He's gonna keep them things in remembrance. You know, when the time to come, the Lord's gonna protect these women. You know, they've been out there hearkening to y'all brothers' words. You know, didn't the Lord say if they hear you, they hear me also? So they hearing y'all brothers out there, man. You know, so sometimes you get a little over aggressive with them. You know, sometimes you might get a little bit overkill with the women thing. You know, you gotta chill out because at the end of the day, you know, that doesn't apply to all of them. You know, and that's not what we're here to do. You know, the Lord's not setting us up to be fucking women haters. You know, the Lord's set us up to rule over these women, man. See what I'm saying? To be fathers to the fatherless, husbands, you know, and leaders to these people, man. You know, so um, the Lord's doing beautiful things, man. The Lord's doing beautiful things. The Lord's changing up the dynamics of this relationship between you and your women. You know, He's taking away the curses that befell y'all, man. You know, this hatred that you have amongst one another. You know, that you can't stand each other. You know, all this uh, all this trauma, generational trauma that you got amongst one another. The Lord's mending the breaches between y'all, man. But it starts with this truth, and it starts with us coming back to His gospel because um, as long as we're right with our God, man, the Lord's gonna turn. You know, He's gonna flip the switch on everything, on Esau, on our financial situation, on these women. You know, the reason why she's bugged out like that is because the Lord bugged her out against you. You know, but you do this work, man. You know, and you believe and you follow the way of the Lord, man. The Lord will make them follow you. That's how it goes. You know, when you was in the world, you used to get all kind of bitches, all kind of nasty hoes, you know, because you was a nigga, just like them. But when you come to this truth, you're gonna get less women, but you're gonna get better women. You see, you get less women, but you get better women. That's the key. You might not get as much women as you did back then, you know, like when you was in high school and shit. When you was in high school, nigga, all kind of hoes. You just dealing with all kind of women. But they weren't shit. They were not good women. They weren't good wives and shit. I remember thinking to myself back then, I'm like, damn, son, why didn't this work out? Blah 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 blah. I remember telling this one bitch I loved her. I was like 17. I was like, you know, 16 or whatever the hell. The bitch just ran. She just ran. She just ran away. That was the Lord like separating. You know, I'm just using her as an example. That was her. That was the Lord separating me and her. Like she wasn't meant for me. You know, and in your head, you're like, what the fuck? Why didn't this work out? You know, the bitch wasn't right. She wasn't good for you. You know. Then later on in life, you know, yeah, the Lord gives you other women that are actually more suitable for you, man. That's actually going to be man pleasers, and that's going to take care of your business for you. You know, not like them demonic bitches that you may have desired for yourself back then. You know, so it's all of the Lord. You know, man's goings of the Lord. Proverbs 20 and 24. How then can a man understand his own ways, man? All right. So Sirach 36 and verse 21. A woman will receive every man, yet one daughter is better than another. The beauty of a woman cheer the countenance. Yeah. A man love nothing better. That's right. We need our women at the end of the day. We're not Mo's. All right. Yes, we don't need them to come back. For the nation to come back. All right. But at the end of the day, look, bro, a man without a woman is gonna walk up and down mourning. Okay, that's what it says in the 25th verse. It says, "Where there is no hedge, the possession is spoiled, and he that have no wife shall walk up and down mourning." Okay. Yeah, you're under the curse, so you know, they that have wives be as though they had none. But you know, when you without a woman and shit, that's a goddamn demonic life, bro. That's like a sad life right there, man. That's depressing. You know, yeah, yeah, cook your own food. You know, yeah, you ain't got no warmth at night. You know, that's some bullshit, man. You know, so yeah, we do need our women. You know, okay, and the Lord's giving them back to us, bro. You know, now, yes, you know, uh, 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 like I said, for myself, like you know, I could do this work without no women, but having one is definitely better than not. You know, even though yes, you're gonna go through headaches and shit sometimes. Um, y'all gonna get on each other's nerves like a motherfucker. But the Lord, bro, he gave us these women for uh, uh, for comfort, man. All right. So, I skipped over the 22nd verse. The beauty of a woman cheers the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. It says, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth the wife, will getteth the possession, and a pillar of a help, like a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Where there is no hedge, the possession is spoiled. And he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. Look at you. Look at you, the ghost himself, brother. What's going on with you, Ak? Hey, Shalom, y'all. My shit every time, man. The ghost of Sparta has returned, man. Hey, man. Uh, the brother, you gonna go on the next chapter with the LA you gonna be in the LA episode. Sirach 36 and verse 25. Where there is no hedge, the possession is spoiled, and he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. All right. So who will have a who was who the hell wants to live a life with no women, man? That's some bullshit. You know. At the end of the day, yes, you know, the Apostle Paul and Yahushua were Stoics and things of that nature, but that's because they was on a mission. They had a mission to accomplish. You know, we have a mission to accomplish, so that's why the scriptures tell you a bishop, 1 Timothy 3rd chapter, must be blameless, the husband, one wife, because we're on a mission. But when the Lord does give you women, they're gonna be pillars of help, you know, pillars of rest. You know, they're gonna be women that are commendable, honorable women, you know, that are not, uh, complete reprobates like the ones in this world. All right. So for them, a round of applause, man. Yeah. They deserve a standing ovation. God damn it. You know, because that's an honorable thing, man. You know, and it's a rare thing. So in the kingdom, you know, they're all going to be honorable and rare, and in that manner, you know, they're going to be, you know, in order and stuff like that. But on this side, to see that is is a tear shedding moment, boy. You know what I mean? What the brother said, man. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, brother. That's a rare. I appreciate that, brother. Look at that. You gonna make an old dog cry, boy. Nah, man. But I understand, bro. I understand. I know. But that's it. That's all. I just want to touch on that real quick. Not too long, bro. Which is which is almost impossible for me to do. You know, but I just want to touch on that real quick. Proverbs 31, real quick, and Proverbs 31, and man, tell Keezus, man, tell him, bro, that he got my number, brother. I don't never change my number. I never changed my number, man. Tell that brother he know where to reach me, man. Um, but yeah, you know where I'm at, bro. I just wasn't on IG like that because that's some bullshit over there. It's too much headaches, too much low vibration stuff to watch on there. But Proverbs 31, yeah, Proverbs 31 and verse 29 says, "Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all." It says, "Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feared the Most High, she shall be praised. She shall be praised. A woman that what fear the Most High shall be praised." So, hey, it's our job to praise them. At the end of the day, because those are them princesses of Zion, boy. All right, that the Most High is gonna give back to us in our position. The, where they belong, brother. You know what I mean? Okay, so it says, "Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that fear the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates." Man. All right. So with that, I'll leave it there. Spirit, little one's edifying. All right, to the very elect, and a round of applause for you sisters out there, man. That's righteous. All right. I will see you, and you don't go unnoticed. All right. And we love you, man. All right. So with that, call I'm like how by Shimon Shai by Shimmer Kakodashi. Double honors to our apostle, taught us this truth, peace, salutations unto the Lord's elect, man. Shalom.